抓紧时间进场。我驻多伦多总领事陈立刚。
Consul General of the People's Republic of China, Chen Ligang.
中华人民共和国驻多伦多副总领事张美芳。
Deputy Consul General of the People's Republic of China, Minister of Tourism and Culture of Ontario.
安省保守党领袖 Tim Huda。
Leader of the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario, Mr. Tim Huda.
安省典型的哈佛总理之后的是联邦环境部长 Peter Pan。
The Honorable Minister of the Environment.
联邦国会议员 Paul Harrington。 中华人民共和国驻加拿大大使张金赛先生。 中华商会的创会会长林章先生。下面呢是第6届杰出华商颁奖纪念晚会的大会执行主席王彪先生。本次大会的共同主席胡子修先生。还有本次大会的共同主席陈海先生。 大家再次热烈的掌声，对我们台上的8位贵宾表示热烈的欢迎。同时也感谢我们优火队的表演。各位来宾、各位朋友，那么接下来呢，我们就有请我们的。 总理还有其他的贵宾一起接受。好，请我们的穿着中国礼仪服装的小姐们上台，为我们的贵宾颁奖。 Gentlemen, today is a very special day because it's the first time that Prime Minister has joined in celebrating the Chinese New Year with so many immigrants, mainly from mainland China.好，各位来宾、各位朋友，现在请起立唱加拿大国歌。
Please stand for the national anthem of Canada.
下面我们将有请5名歌唱家张飞琪、
Lin Chen, Lin Wang, Sophie Wang, and Angela Zhang.
多，中文名叫多然。
And my name is Leanne Craig.
So I want to tell everybody the reason why the organizer invited Leanne as one of the MCs. That's not just because she's very pretty, but also she's very active in the Chinese community. And she won the title of Peony Queen, which is voted by the Chinese community. Congratulations, Leanne.
Thank you, Greg. Very well-known anchor and reporter for Omni News Television.
好，那么 tonight I will mainly speak Mandarin and Lin will speak English. Maybe next year we can exchange. I speak English, you speak Mandarin. How will that be?
It'll be very hard, but I can try my best.
OK， 好，现在我们张先生致欢迎词。
Now may I introduce Sean Wu to say a few words.
好，掌声欢迎，有请。
Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Leanne. Minister, Prime Minister, Ambassador, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Bonjour. 各位晚上好。It's my great honor to welcome you all. For 6 years now, this annual gala has been one of the biggest events in the community during the Chinese New Year celebrations. And it has become a tradition for us to come together to celebrate Chinese New Year and hear success stories in the community. Speaking of success, we often hear that success is measured by the level of difficulty that was overcome. For this reason, I believe the success stories of the Chinese immigrant entrepreneurs are really special, considering the kind of cultural, language, and other barriers they have to overcome. Needless to say, to succeed in Canada, they need to put much greater effort and work many times harder. A recent report published by the Conference Board of Canada suggests that immigrants can boost Canadian innovation. The report says immigrants tend to be motivated and willing to take risks in search of greater opportunities, which would make them more innovative, and that's what Canada needs. I think they are exactly right. These three characteristics, motivation, willingness to take risks, and innovation plus working hard, are what make us successful in Canada. I'm pleased to let you know that many of these highly motivated, hardworking, and innovative entrepreneurs are sitting right here with us tonight. Our award recipients are just a few such examples. Tonight, we're going to have an opportunity to hear their fantastic stories and to witness how innovative and how hardworking they are. While celebrating our success, we should never forget to thank Canada for providing a wonderful environment for us to succeed. We are thankful to our federal government for a job well done in keeping our economy on the top rank of all G8 countries. As many of us are involved in Canada-China business, we appreciate that under the strong leadership of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, the relationship between China and Canada has greatly improved in recent years. This is highlighted by our Prime Minister's visit to China, Canada's receipt of ADS designation from the Chinese government, and the successful visit to Canada by Chinese President Hu Jintao. Thank you, Prime Minister, for creating business opportunities for us. At the provincial level, we also have a government which has put so much emphasis on the business relationship with China. It is the same case with municipal governments of Markham, Richmond Hill, Mississauga, Toronto, and many, many other GTA cities. In short, we are pleased to see that all three levels of government are so supportive to Canadian business in pursuing business opportunities with China. Now, without further ado, I'd like to thank all our guests for coming here tonight to show your support. We want to thank our sponsors, volunteers, the media, and other supporters for making this event possible. Last but not the least, I wish you a happy and prosperous New Year of Rabbit.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Markham, everybody. It was a spectacular night. I want to thank the organizers for bringing this spectacular event to Markham, one of the communities that I've had the great pleasure of representing since 2008. You know, when I was deciding whether to run in 2008, one of the things that I wanted to do was to make my community a better place to live and work. But one of the things I really wanted to do was work in a new government with the person I have the honor of introducing here tonight. I, of course, wanted to be part of a government that understood that cutting taxes was the right thing to do for families, that putting more money in the pockets of families meant that they could invest in themselves and in their families' futures. I wanted to be part of a government that understood that when we cut taxes for business, they can invest and grow the economy and that they grow jobs. I wanted to be part of a government that finally put an end to what the military called the decade of darkness, and restored pride and power to our armed forces, that respects our seniors. I want to be part of a government that, of course, was led by the person that I get the pleasure of introducing here tonight, and I hope you will join with me in welcoming our Prime Minister, our leader, the Right Honourable Stephen Harper.
Bonsoir à tous. Good evening, everyone. Gange Katoy. I want to begin by thanking everybody who's been involved in putting this on, to the chairs, to Sean Hu, Benson Wong, Victor O, also to my colleague who just introduced me, Paul Calandra, as well our other colleagues from the Parliament of Canada, Minister Peter Kent, Member of Parliament Colin Carey, Senator Vim Koshar, Senator Don Meredith, the local Member of Parliament here, John McCollum, and the Leader of the Opposition from the Legislature, Tim Hudak. If I've forgotten anyone, my apologies, but give a big hand to all of these dignitaries. Greetings also to Ambassador Jane. Wonderful to have you here as well, Ambassador. It's great to be back in Markham and here to celebrate the Chinese New Year with all of you. And it is a particular pleasure to be with you, given the nature of this occasion. C'est tellement extraordinaire de se trouver à Markham et dans la région de Grand Toronto pour célébrer la nouvelle année, l'année du lapin, avec vous tous. The Chinese Business Chamber of Canada does great work throughout the year. You bring business people together and you strengthen our business community. For that alone, I applaud you, but tonight is also the night, the sixth of its kind in fact, when you recognize excellence among your members. You have awards for innovation, for better ways, more profitable ways of doing business, including specifically the promotion of international trade. And frankly, all of that, the promotion of excellence, the promotion of trade, the promotion of growth and profits, is something that our government is fully behind and that we also believe should be recognized and rewarded. There is a simple truth that is central for all of us. Canada is a trading nation in a highly competitive world economy. Et la solidité du Canada dépend du succès des gens d'affaires comme vous. So when you succeed, When Canadian business people succeed, you are building a stronger Canada. That's what this group, through its activities and awards, is encouraging. I unreservedly commend you for it, and I think we should all give this organization, the Chinese Business Chamber of Canada, a big hand for the work that it does. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want the soup to get cold, so I'm not going to detain you very long. But there are a couple of thoughts, one general and one particular, that I would like to share with you. The general one is this. Notre gouvernement prend très au sérieux les entreprises et en particulier les petites parce que ce sont elles qui créent des emplois à long terme. Voilà pourquoi, pendant les 5 ans que nous avons gouverné, nous avons abaissé le taux général d'imposition pour nos entreprises. Our government takes business very seriously, small business especially, because business creates long-term jobs for Canadians. You can see how seriously we take good business and how we have reduced taxes for businesses of all sizes. We want more entrepreneurs from coast to coast to coast, creating more jobs and more prosperity for more Canadians. Several years ago, we legislated long-term reductions in business taxes to ensure we can compete successfully against our competitors in the G7 and elsewhere in the creation of employment for Canadians. Et on peut voir clairement les résultats pour l'économie canadienne en comparaison aux autres grands pays développés. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is working. For as you know, Canada has been coming out of the global recession in a position of strength. Our country, Canada, has now created more jobs than were lost during the global recession, virtually the only advanced country to achieve that. And I should add, with levels of deficit and debt that are lower, in some cases far lower than our competitor countries. And our government is committed to honoring those tax reductions and to keeping our taxes down. This government will not bring in any legislation to raise taxes back up, and your businesses can take that to the bank. The other thing, ladies and gentlemen, I want to mention is this. We have signed new trade agreements with 8 countries. You know, we only had 5 agreements when we came to office, and we are now negotiating trade agreements with about 50 more. Of particular interest to you, I know, is our government's engagement with your ancestral homeland. Over the last 5 years, we've opened 6 new trade missions in China, and we have made 39 official, high-level visits. As you know, Lorene and I paid an official visit to China just over a year ago. I have many fond memories, but it was also highly instructive. 2 things stick out. First, our walk along the Great Wall and our tour of the Forbidden City in Beijing. These are true wonders of the world. But then in Shanghai, looking out at the enormous and futuristic skyline, we were struck by the contrast that we had just seen between the traditional and the ultra-modern. For me, it signified both China's magnificent cultural heritage and its vast future potential. No doubt many of you have observed the same thing. It is incredibly moving, and it points to the future. Just as I think you should regard last year's visit of President Hu Jintao as pointing that way as well. We welcomed President Hu in Ottawa just before the G20 summit, and as you know, there our governments concluded an agreement that will make it easier for Chinese nationals to visit our country, that is already making it easier, and I refer, of course, to approved destination status for Canada. This will encourage more people from China to visit Canada, and that can only make our relationships stronger. And that, I believe, is a goal that we all share. A goal that, if pursued with passion and hard work, will be to the lasting benefit of both Canada and China for decades to come. I urge all of you to continue to pursue it with all of your energies. So ladies and gentlemen, just in summary, it is a real honor for me to be here with you tonight. I want to add my own personal congratulations to each of the award winners. I had a chance to meet them backstage, and also a great honor to share with all of you in the celebration of the new year. As you know, I'm told it's the year of the rabbit, one that I'm told promises to be a year of calmness and tranquility. I certainly hope that is true in our Parliament. In the meantime, I want to thank you all for everything that you do for our country day in and day out. And I want to wish all of you happiness, health, and good fortune in the year of the rabbit and beyond. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Xie xie.
感谢花派总理。
Thank you, Prime Minister.
It's my honor tonight to thank the Prime Minister, and I'm sure everyone in the room agrees that Canadians are fortunate to have a Prime Minister of such vision and commitment. Through his unwavering commitment to low taxes, targeted investments in our communities, lending a helping hand to those who need it, our Prime Minister is successfully navigating Canada through the worst global recession in half a century. He's a man of conviction and a man of vision who loves our great country. Be it making our communities safer by introducing laws to crack down on violent criminals and sexual offenders, restoring Canada's standing in the world by passionately promoting freedom, democracy, and human rights, or making amends to the Chinese-Canadian community for the historic scourge of the head tax. This Prime Minister is forging a safer, a stronger, a better country for all Canadians. It is an honor, sir, to serve as a member of a government that under your leadership is here for Canada. So I'd like to close tonight by thanking all of you for coming out tonight to hear the Prime Minister speak, and of course by wishing you a very happy New Year. May 2011 bring you and your family good health and good fortune. Gung hei hat choi.
好，各位来宾，刚才讲话的是我们的联邦环境部长 Peter Ken 先生，谢谢 Peter Ken。好，现在呢，我们有请花派总理和张君赛大使一起为雄狮点睛，有请。
We will now have the Prime Minister and the Ambassador to the People's Republic of China to dot the line sign.
好，让我们以掌声感谢我们的舞狮表演，谢谢。
Thank you for the lesson. Please welcome Ambassador to the People's Republic of China, Judges Safety to State.
Right Honorable Prime Minister Stephen Harper, Honorable Peter Peng, members of the Parliament, senators, both federal government and the local government, Mr. Benjamin Wong, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to join you in celebrating the 6th Chinese Business Excellence Award and the New Year. In fewer than 15 days, we will observe the traditional Chinese Spring Festival. I would like to wish everyone here a happy Spring Festival. May good fortune be with you and yours in the year of the rabbit. I would also like to express our warm greetings and best wishes to our standing business representatives present here tonight. Thank you all for the important contribution to this Sino-Canadian friendship. 12 years ago, we saw the establishment of the Chinese Business Community Chamber of Canada. 12 years completes a full circle of Chinese animal symbols. In the last 12 years, Cbcc has worked hard to strengthen business contact and the partnership. It has not only contributed to the economic development of Canada, but also to the ever-growing trade and economic relations between our two countries. The organization has now over 1,300 members. As a platform for trade between our two countries, Cbcc keeps flourishing. Tonight, we want to congratulate the award winners. It is indeed an honor. Behind every successful business, there are stories of admirable entrepreneurship. From where I stand, the abbreviation Cbcc also stands for courage, brilliance, creativity, and caliber. Honorable Prime Minister, the Chinese people and the Canadian people still talk a lot about your visit to China in 2009 and my President Hu Jintao's visit last June to this beautiful land. The two visits have led our two bilateral relations into a new stage. China is the second largest trading partner and important market. We are also the third biggest buyer of Canadian goods and services. As a Chinese saying goes, all big things start from something small. The impressive growth in our trade is not possible without the efforts from you, guests who are with us tonight, and Cbcc members. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been only 2 months since I took my post here. I have often been asked what my primary goal is
during my tenure here. You know, in the last June, Prime Minister and President Wu agreed to double our two-way trade by the year 2015. So, my number one priority is to achieve and move beyond this goal, because this is our leaders' orders. I believe that as we seize the opportunity, act in concert, state practical, our economic and trade cooperation will grow in strength. Finally, may China-Canada relations enjoy a bright future. Happy New Year! 恭喜发财！谢谢。
谢谢张金赛先生的发言，谢谢。
Thank you, Ambassador. VIPs for being with us this evening and celebrating the Chinese New Year.
好，各位来宾、各位朋友，由于公务繁忙，哈佩总理呢还有其他的行程。现在呢，让我们以热烈的掌声欢送哈佩总理一行。
With his busy schedule, Prime Minister concludes his visit and we wish him farewell.
这个嘉宾他就获得了我们的 Table Prize。Which number you want to choose, Mr. Robin?
8。
8。哎呦，这位老师。这个来宾。
Not our immigrants. Most of us come to Canada with the dream. 副总领事以及我们加拿大联邦环境部长范伟。
I have to turn this up. Honorable Ministers, Senators, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Chinese New Year. I'm very pleased to be here tonight on behalf of Scotiabank to help honor and celebrate the achievements of the Chinese community and Chinese Canadians. 过年也常参加这个活动，也很高兴能和所有伙伴一同庆祝这个盛会。We are proud to continue to support the CBC, an organization that does a fantastic job.
I will be Prime Minister elect. But I feel great today when I listened to the Prime Minister. He said he went to China one time.
Trading partner and a destination for investment. You heard Prime Minister Harper speak about it. Our strong economic growth, the strongest of any of the major developed economies, the G7 countries, projected to continue that way into the future, according to the International Monetary Fund.
恭喜发财，新年快乐！ I want to wish everyone as well the best fortune, good health, and happiness in the year ahead as we celebrate the Year of the Rabbit. And I'm very proud to join in celebration with your friends, colleagues, in celebrating the outstanding achievements of those winning the excellent awards tonight.
下来我站起来，你看他跟我差不多高呀，我都1.83米，我上面有1米高，看着啊，对，差不多了，差不多了，他1.7米多了。
这些媒体记者都抓紧时间来拍下难忘的一刻。我相信这对王文迪先生一定是非常难忘的一刻，获得了我们今年的年度风云人物奖。好，感谢我们的发表，获奖感言有请。
Now we have some words from our award winners.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to receive this award of Chinese Business Excellence Person of the Year 2010. There are some people that I would like to deliver my thanks to. Without them, I wouldn't be here tonight. So first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Prime Minister Mr. Harbour for taking time out to be here tonight. It means a lot to us. Thanks to the 3 levels of Canadian government officials, Honorable Ambassador of People's Republic of China, Mr. Xiang, Honorable General Counsel of the People's Republic of China in Toronto, Mr. Chen, and Markham Mayor, Mr. Scapelli, I want to thank the Canadian Chinese Business Chamber for organizing this fantastic event and provided the platform where Chinese business community learns and grows together. Also, special thanks to the nomination committee and the media for putting so much effort into making tonight happen. On behalf of the King Square, I want to thank the Chinese community and all the customers of King Square for supporting us all the time. And most importantly, I think that's award to
由文化厅厅长陈国志先生。
Presenting the award is Consul General of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Shen Langying, and Minister of Tourism and Culture, Michael Chen.
好，让我们大家再次以热烈的掌声来祝贺我们的吴卫强先生。好，再次感谢我们的颁奖嘉宾，感谢 Michael Chen， 感谢我们的陈总。
We invite Tony Wu to say a few words.
黄国瑜啊，
黄国瑜啊，讲国语啊，哎呀。I prepared this in English, and you want me to say in Mandarin. Good evening, honorable members from Parliament, honorable members from Queen's Park, and also honorable members from the city. Honorable Ambassador Zhang, honorable Consul General Chen, and Zhang Meifang. 你们好 ，Ladies and gentlemen， 女士们、男士们，晚上好。It's a great honor to be here with so many well-respected and influential Canadians. 喺呢個場合，可以見到咁多咁有影響力同埋咁美麗嘅人士，唔淨止係一種榮幸，其實我都好緊張。
3, 4, 5. How's that? Okay. Well, I'm really quite humbled to be receiving this award. EDC has been my career, and because of that, I've had this great opportunity to travel around the world, but a great deal of my focus throughout my career has been on Asia and particularly on China. And so it's just wonderful to be recognized for my achievements. But I'm also accepting this award really as a recognition of what EDC has done, because it's really synonymous with Export Development Canada, whose role it is to support Canadian companies as they go abroad. And that means the Chinese business community, particularly now, which is so vibrant, so robust. EDC is working to reach out and partner with the Chinese business community to help them in helping build the two-way trade relationship between Canada and China. Last year, EDC supported over $5 billion of exports through its financing and its insurance programs. We've helped with investment into China, into mainland China, into Hong Kong, Taiwan, etc. And we're just reaching out to build those relationships, and because Canada benefits by that trade. And we're also now beginning to see those relationships coming into Canada, Chinese investment coming into Canada in a more robust way. And here again, EDC is looking to partner with those players. So this is a special night for me, but it's a special night for EDC, because I think it's really recognizing the critical role that EDC plays in this trade relationship. It's also wonderful to just see the business community, the Chinese business community. It is so deep, so robust, so creative, so ingenious. There's so much entrepreneurship, and it's very moving, very motivating, and that's the type of thing that we love to be associated with. So that's really this is a wonderful night, and it's a night to celebrate. Yes, I do feel really honored that I've been held up for this Lifetime Achievement Award by the Chinese Business Chamber of Canada. I'm a bit humbled. I was a bit surprised when I learned of that, but I'm very, very honored, very touched by that, to be recognized for the work that I've done in this area of trade, and particularly as it relates to China and Canada.